Garden Grove High School won a football championship in 2010, led by a great star player, Josh Webb. The Argonauts may not have that single star player this year, but it is a team of balance and a team that is doing right things at the right time of year to do so. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to OCVarsity.com for our Gridiron Show. Steve Fryer here with Dan Albano, Carlos Arias. Fellas, it's championship week. We've got a couple nice games coming up. In the Southern Division, Garden Grove High School, like we said, champs just a couple years ago. They're going up against last year's champions, Corona Del Mar. Pretty good matchup, guys. You know, I don't know how many people figured that they would meet in the championship game. I did. But and I picked Corona Del Mar to win it, and I'm still going with that. I think this is top to bottom, the best team in the division, and also a team that could probably compete okay in the Southwest Division too. But, you know, Garden Grove High School done so well so far, but I'm still picking Corona Del Mar to win this game. What do you think, Dan?
You know, this is going to be a great game. I think it's going to be surprise people, and it's going to be a really close game. And, speaking of who thought Garden Grove was going to be here, I know the Argonauts and Willie Puga, they expected to be here. Their coach, Willie Puga, this is their third appearance in the Southern Final in 4 years. And like you said, they're a complete team this year. There's not like a Sean Young dominant player like they had a few years ago, quarterback, or a Josh Webb do it all. These guys are a really balanced team. But my pick is going to be Corona Del Mar. You know, it's tough to make. I think it's going to be a great game, really close game. I think Garden Grove's going to play really well, and so is Corona Del Mar. I look for some balance, some good passing in this game as well. I think both teams are pretty balanced, but I think it's just going to be a close game for win for Corona Del Mar.
Carlos Arias, what do you think, man?
I'll tell you right now, man, we've spent a lot of time talking about Corona Del Mar's offense, Cayman Carter, all the other weapons that they have over there, but their defense has done 3 straight shutouts in the playoffs. Yeah. I mean, that's domination. Tim Reinhardt, the big defensive end, I think he's getting some looks. Dan, you know about that. He's a stud right there. I think he has like 8 sacks. They got all kinds of, weapons on defense. I think that puts them over the top, and they're going to take down Garden Grove. And by the way, they're 3-0 in the championships. They've never lost when they've gotten to the finals, so just something to remember.
Well, let's see if they do it again. That game's at 2 p.m. at Angel Stadium on Saturday. And for a little bit more on Garden Grove High School and their march to the CIF Southern Section's Southern Division Championship game, we caught up with Coach Willie Puga and a couple of the Argonauts players.
It's a good time to be an Argonaut right now. This is where we expect to be. When I got here a couple years ago with Joe Hay as an assistant, we talked, and this is where we thought we should be. And I like it. Hopefully we make it a routine.
Oh, they never played anyone like us. Our offense is good. Our defense is great. Defense wins championships, so if we could stop them and score every time we have the ball, we might come out with the W.
We know we can win. They have a good quarterback, and shutouts don't mean nothing. To us, they don't mean nothing. We can just come out and win.
They haven't shut out Garden Grove yet.
Nope, they haven't. Nope, they won't.
Okay, guys, over to the Southwest Division. This game is 7:30 p.m. Friday at Angel Stadium. It is Edison High School, top seed in the division, and they're going up against Villa Park. Villa Park last week beat Tustin High School 35-34, defending champion Tustin Tillers. Quite a game there. I picked Edison to win this whole thing. I thought they'd play Test in the final, but here's Villa Park doing it. I still like Edison. Defensively, just a great team, and offensively, good enough to get it done. Carlos, I'm going with Edison. What do you think?
You know what? If you would have told me last week who you picking, I was saying Sunset League, Edison all the way. But then I saw Meki Tafuna against Tustin, and unbelievable. I mean, the kid just willed them down the field time and time again. On defense, he was killing people. He was all over the field. I mean, Villa Park is a great team now. Their quarterback, Dylan Osborne, outstanding player. I think it's hard to beat the same team twice in one season. Edison and Villa Park are different teams than when they met in week 1. Right after 0 week, they played in week 1. It was their second games of the season. And I think they're a totally different team. I'm taking Villa Park.
That was a 27-7 victory for Edison Huntington Beach High School. I was there. I think you were there too that day. Yeah, it was quite a game. Danny Albano, what do you think? I'm going with Edison. Carlos over here has got Villa Park. What are you going?
I can't fault Carlos for picking, Villa Park, because I think they opened a lot of people's eyes, as Coach Dave White said from Edison, by beating an undefeated Tustin team. I mean, you beat Tustin, in the semifinals, defending champ, you're a legit team. But I think Edison still's got the better defense. And they fly around. They're real quick. And Tafuna, he's a beast back there. But I like Edison's defense. I think Dave White finally gets his first CIF title. And I just think Edison's got its best game still left to come. And, Ville Park, they, like you said, they weren't full strength that first time. But I think they got Edison's attention, and I think the Chargers will win.
Okay, now on to the Pac-5 division, guys. We got Mater Dei, the Monarchs, going for their first CIF title since 1999. Has it been that long ago? Yeah, it has. And they're going up against Long Beach Poly. These teams have quite a bit of history. I think they've played each other 14 times overall. 3 CIF title games in a row. 97, Poly won. 98, Mater Dei won. 99, 21-21 tie. No ties anymore, fellas. They have overtime rules to take care of all that stuff. So we'll see what goes on in this game. This game is Saturday at Anaheim Stadium, and it's at 7:30. And, I'm just kind of going back and forth on who to pick with this game. But, if you guys remember, and if Jonathan Khamis behind the camera could go back and look in the archives, you will see that I said Mater Dei will be playing in December. Mater Dei wins this game, and then they keep winning for a while. I mean winning into December, fellas. I think this team looks pretty good. It's all about the matchups in that crazy Pac-5 division, but I think Mater Dei's got a lot of what it takes to get pretty deep. I said that back in October. I know I'm a crazy guy sometimes, but once in a while I get it right. And I think I got this one right, too. I like the Monarchs beating Poly on Saturday. What do you think, Carlos?
You know what? Poly was underrated for much of this season, and turns out Poly is as good as they've been in recent years. I mean, they're a tough team. Yeah. But Mater Dei on such a roll. The Red Redemption theme that we've talked about before, missing the playoffs for the first time since 1986 last year. They come all the way back. I think they got all the momentum that they beat that St. Bonaventure team. You saw that game, Danny. That's a heck of a team, and to do that to St. Bonaventure, I think that shows that Mater Dei is going to win this one.
Agree or disagree, Dan Albano?
Yeah, I agree. I'm picking Mater Dei to win. I think it's going to be a great game because Long Beach Poly is playing great football. I saw them beat Mission Viejo. They're physical and they're fast. They got 2 running backs. They got a really good. There's a lot of talk about the secondary. They got a great secondary. They they got to play. They have some problems with penalties at time to time and some turnovers. But I like Mater Dei. They have an interesting comparative score between Narbonne. And what happened to Poly early this year, they lost to Narbonne like 56-0. And, of course, I saw Mater Dei lose at Narbonne by 1 point. I think it was 18-17. But the Poly team has kind of transformed. They were inexperienced. They've really got the momentum, and they made a great St. John Bosco team. So this is going to be a fabulous game. And as Coach Rollinson said, yesterday at the luncheon, CIF luncheon, it's time to full tilt boogie. And I think the Monarchs are going to be dancing CIF Pac-5 champions at the end of this game.
Well, that's what we think of the Mater Dei Long Beach Poly game. Somebody else who's pretty interested in Mater Dei history, a part of Mater Dei history, has something to say about this game as well. Take it away, Matt Barkley.
Hey, Monarchs. Congratulations on making it to the CIF finals. Just want to wish you the best of luck against the Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits. Believe in the Stripes, pride, poison, courage. Go get them.
Okay, thank you, Matt. And thanks to everybody who watches us at OCVarsity.com. Keep on coming back to see what's happening in football. It's championship week here at OCVarsity.com. We've got you covered.